me and my entrepreneur bestie, my mum bestie, walking and talking about two things that are most interesting and most relevant for people listening to this is being a mom, building a business, doing it at the same time, and doing it both as insanely well as you're able to do. And that's what we all need to learn from. So,
well, basically, you can do both.
Yeah, you can have it all.
You can
Tell
have it
us
all.
how.
I'm a founder. I'm a full-time mom with parents who are far away, parents-in-law who are far away, and no nanny. It's just a choice that I made. I wanted to raise my daughter very hands-on. And luckily, we are in this phase of our business where I do have a big team around me that can help with everything that I need. So my role changed a lot, but it doesn't take away of any of the stress or anything. That's probably the thing that I carry the most when it gets to work, and it is still very hands-on and full. If I had a baby 4 years ago, I would definitely not have been able to do it. So it was like
The
timing-wise
okay,
was very important. I didn't think I'd be able to do it if we were in the startup phase. I had enough time to put people in the right place who could do a lot of very hands-on work and evolved my role into a guiding light, sounding board role. It's still very intense and I still spend a lot of time at work, but I gave up a lot of the things that I did on a day-to-day basis and things that I really enjoyed because I wanted to make time for being a full-time mom as well and not having to choose between the two. So it was a very conscious decision. And it was really hard to do that initially because you can't just suddenly add 7 people to your team because I need help in 7 aspects. I had to add 1 person and then 1 more. And I actually thought about it the other day, but I never really took maternity leave. I did, but I was available all the time.
because people had questions naturally.
Of course.
And if you're a founder,
the team was quite a lot smaller than it is now, 2 years ago when I had Sofia. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I think the only way that you can do it is by really prioritizing and planning. And planning is not my strong suit at all. But I had to learn it and I had to prioritize it because if I don't plan my days to the minute, one of the balls in my life gets dropped.
Cool.
I wake up at 4:45, then I train, then Sofia wakes up, then within a minute I'm a mom, get ready for school, get ready for work, drop Sofia at school, then I'm immediately into work mode. For 3 hours, we have meetings, we have discussions, a little bit of work. Pick her up from school, immediately mom mode, lunch, put it down for a nap, then immediately into work mode again, then I work from home for 2-3 hours, take meetings, do my work. As soon as she wakes up, immediately
Back to mom mode.
mom mode. Then we play in the afternoon, or we go out, or go to the mountain, or go to the park, or whatever. And then Pierre gets home, and I'm like, wife, make dinner, everything. Family time. There's about 15 minutes to half an hour in the evening where it's just, I might just sit. But that's the thing. If a curveball comes my way throughout the day, it can really throw me. And
because your day relies on the plan and dependability of things going according to plan.
Exactly. I can't just phone someone saying like, this popped up, can you handle this at work, or can you take Sofia or something. It really it throws me, and I have to consciously try and keep my shit together all the time. And I can get very emotional, so that's hard sometimes.
Okay, so that's the honest answer for everybody who's thinking, looks so amazing from the outside. If you want to have it all, the unglamorous part is planning it well, dealing with your own emotional overload and the constant mental load that you have to carry.
Mental load is crazy.
And not being able to outsource that part. So you could have a PA, for example, for everyday things, grocery shopping.
Yeah, that would be the dream, right?
Yeah, so maybe put that out there. Someone's listening.
If someone could just do my groceries for me.
I can add more things to the list than groceries, but it's not a bad idea.
No, I must say that small things like that would make your life easier, but still I'm just going through life day to day.
You're a runner, you're a fighter, You're a high cadence, intensity person. You're not a let's see what happens kind of person. So I think maybe you naturally just take on more on your plate and become a mom and add all the things that come with this to what you need to do in a day. And you're not going to sit around thinking, oh, wow, that's a lot now.
No.
That's not in your nature, right?
It's not in my nature, but it is to my detriment.
Okay. Luckily, this is a very honest podcast.
100%.
Good. No, I'm serious.
I would rather inconvenience myself and maybe take on something for someone or be the person who drives further for catch up or something like that. I don't know why. I'd rather inconvenience myself or put more stress on my plate than doing that for someone else.
Okay.
It's very hard for me to say no, especially when it comes to friends and family. But strangely enough, over the past month or two, I have become a little bit more confident in that to say, no, I can't see you today, even though I really want to, even if I haven't seen you in such a long time, I'm putting more stress on myself to make this appointment or see you for coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be like the benefit of it.
Got you. Where do you think it comes from? Why are you suddenly better at this?
I'm probably at the end of my capacity, and I very clearly realized that.
You just said that you feel more confident prioritizing yourself and saying no to things.
Yes.
And that has different reasons. You realize that you've hit walls or points where you felt a little bit overstretched.
Yeah.
And I think that's only normal, especially 2 years in. Having a toddler pushes all your buttons every day. Running a hugely successful business also puts you under a lot of pressure and pushes a lot of buttons. What is something that you feel you're able to do as a mom in the past 2 years that is benefiting the business? And what's something that you feel from being an entrepreneur is benefiting your quality as a mom?
It feels like those two worlds, they just coexist.
Okay.
I feel it's really hard. It's not like me becoming a mom makes me better with people, because I've always been good with people. Or like managing a business doesn't necessarily equal to managing a toddler.
Yeah.
I think it's just two parts of my life that are coexisting at the moment. The only thing is it's making me stronger on both sides. I think I'm learning a lot as a human, maybe like time management, but it's two completely different worlds, and it's sometimes, honestly, very hard to bring them together. Most people don't understand the two different worlds. At work, our office is very young. We have a lot of people who are very young working there.
You're responsible for 160 employees at Burnt.
230.
230 employees at Burnt.
Yes. But the people that I worked on a day-to-day basis, they're all very young. They don't necessarily understand my mom life. And my mom life and some of the friends that I have there don't understand my role in business. So two worlds are very hard for me to bring together. I manage both of them.
Yes.
And I have a wonderful husband, obviously also part of those two worlds, running our business with me. And his support is incredible because he's taken a lot of the founder edge, owner side of our business on times that I'm unavailable there.
Yeah.
And he's giving me so much freedom, and he keeps reminding me that the most important thing in our life is our family and Sofia. So whenever we get to a point where I have to choose between one or the other, he always supports me to rather spend time with Sofia or look after our home and family, and he will take the business part.
Most people don't even have a business or a venture or anything work-wise with their spouse, but you share both.
Yeah.
Do you feel that after becoming parents, you're also better business partners? Did it change something?
I don't think it changed much in terms of the type of business partners that we are. I don't think I would have been able to juggle things as easily if my business partner wasn't also my husband.
Yeah.
Because our interests are exactly the same and our priorities are exactly the same.
Let's point out that you have a gym.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do. And it's wonderful to be able to work with him on a day-to-day basis. I think where we probably see the biggest shift after becoming parents is because I'm not in the office all day, like full day that I used to be. We have to consciously make time to catch up as founders and as owners of the business.
Yes.
Because we don't necessarily, in a work environment, have the same amount of time to just quickly catch up, of quickly have a conversation.
Got you.
Because I have back-to-back meetings every single day when I'm in the office. And
then you switch to mom mode.
Exactly. And Pierre's not always in that. And by the time that he gets home from work and it's 5, 6 in the evening, we're not necessarily going to catch up on work. So we have to consciously book a time slot. And it doesn't have to have a certain agenda. We just have to catch up about, okay, what are you busy with? What am I busy with? How are we aligning on that?
Yeah. Is there something you need from me?
Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, what it comes down to, again, planning and communication.
Yeah, big time.
That's important for any partnership, but I can imagine if you're responsible for a huge business, lots of employees, and your own family life, then you have to be very cognizant and, I guess, protective over your time. That's something I've noticed for sure that I think a lot of people could learn from big time.
Pierre and I are both ambitious people, and not only in business, but like in our personal lives as well.
Yeah.
I am a big runner, always have a race that I'm training for.
Yeah.
Pierre is currently training for an Ironman.
The one in Hawaii?
No. In Mossel Bay. But the thing is, so what can often happen is because we both have a lot on our plate, we can sometimes go through a whole weekend tag teaming. I grant him so much time as he needs for like his personal goals, and he does the same for me. But what often happens is as soon as he's done training, he takes Sofia and then I go training, and then I tag team and I put her to bed again, and then we tag team and he picks her up again. And
it's not like you ride a tandem bike.
So we very consciously then have to ensure that it's not only that, but you also have time together as like the three of us as a family.
And you as a couple.
And us as a couple, exactly.
How's that going? You as a family of 3 and you as a couple, like just prioritizing time.
Pierre and I, we have a very happy marriage, and I think we've been together for 13, 14 years already.
Amazing.
And we've gone through so many phases of our lives together, from being students to we had a short stint of doing long distance. We've lived in different towns.
Oh yeah?
We've worked together previously in Botswana. The stakes have always been like different, and the phases have always been different. Though we've always had different ways of ensuring that we stay connected and spending time together. And most recently, it has to be more active, but it's amazing that we consciously made that decision. Let me give you an example. We don't necessarily plan out in 2 weeks' time, we're going to have this dinner, because more often than not, we have to cancel that reservation because something happened. In the morning, I will message Emma, for example, asking if she could take Sofia for the afternoon, meet me at Lily's for a glass of wine and a catch up, and then it's 1 or 2 hours, and then we go back home again, and it's bath time and bedtime, and we go on. Or just around the dinner table, and you end up spending 2-3 hours chatting instead of just like having dinner and going to bed. But I mean, we're friends first.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, he's my absolute best friend, so I love chatting to him.
Yeah, see, if there's any advice you listen to,
make sure you
marry your best friend, for sure. You fall pregnant, your life changes a little bit. Once you have the baby, your life changes a lot. What are tools that you have used since becoming a mom yourself that made you feel like you living the life that you want to live, that you're still happy with who you are as a person?
I don't think I'm one of those people who have tools
I think you do. I think you have tools. I can tell you your tools, but you tell me first what you think. Running is a tool.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
What's running?
I don't think. No, I don't have. Say, for example, I'm like struggling in motherhood. I'm not thinking of, okay, this is my toolbox I'm going to open now. I'm going to start breathing, or I'm going to start doing this, or like.
No?
No,
So how does your brain work?
I wing it.
Love the honesty. But what do you do when you struggle, if you want to share
I cry. No,
That's a tool.
I talk to Pierre, but I first need to figure out exactly why it is that I'm feeling a certain way. I can't just, if I'm feeling emotional,
Yeah.
start a conversation and try and verbalize what I'm feeling. I can't do it. I've never been able to.
Okay.
I've never been able to like speak from the heart when I'm feeling emotional because everything gets confused and I end up speaking about things that I never wanted to speak about and confusing Pierre, for example. I have to sit down and bullet point, figure out exactly why it is that I'm feeling a certain way.
Okay.
What do I need him to understand? How he can support me?
Yeah.
And just bringing everything together, and I have to make a note on my phone and I have to physically follow that note in my conversation
Got you.
so that I don't overwhelm myself and overwhelm him, and that I actually get the point across.
That's your tool.
That's probably
That
my
is a tool. It's distilling what it is, that getting to the bottom of it before blurting
Yes.
things out.
Yes.
It's a
I
magic
have to first
tool.
understand why I'm feeling a certain way before I can speak about it.
And before you can probably invite others to help you.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. That's an amazing tool.
Okay.
Why
Okay,
I said
that's fine.
why I said running is a tool is, for example, for you it's second nature, right? Because you're a big runner and it's you want to have goals and you sign up for races and it's part of your life. It's not that easy probably for everyone to do. For you, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So someone else could borrow what they see in your life and use it as a tool in their own.
I guess. I don't know. I never see running as like something that, I don't know, like you said, I think the previous time we recorded, I said that I never prioritized like self-care.
Yeah.
In the sense of, I don't necessarily properly look after my skin, and I don't go get my hair cut and go for like a massage or a coffee date or whatever it is.
Must be nice
I
to
don't.
be so flawlessly looking without having to spend any time or money on it.
I don't mean, like spending like time by myself. Like I don't necessarily ever do that. But I go for a run almost every single day. And then you pointed it out that that's a form of self-care, like self-care for me. Although I don't see it that way. It's just, I see it as I need to have a goal that's for myself.
That is self-care, because
I guess
you know
so.
you need a goal. If you feel like you don't have a goal, you're rudderless.
Yeah.
And I think that's
100%.
something just to, invite other people into this conversation is how much of like motherhood can strip you of what you used to be able to do, what you used to value, what you were able to spend time on, and how do you not lose sight of who you've become or, the person you've morphed into after having a child. Everybody struggles with that.
Yeah.
Every single person, and it's not exclusive to body image or time management or whatever. It's who am I now? Because you'll never be the same person again.
No. And that's the hard thing, is I think a lot of people feel like they should try and get back to the person that they were before having kids. And I think that's a trap that we've all fallen into.
Yeah.
You look at a version of yourself like on honeymoon, for example, or
I was just going to say Ibiza or something, yes.
and then you're like, wow,
That's me.
yeah, but it's not, and it feels like I've always been Sofia's mom. On the one hand, where obviously I can't imagine my life without her because she's everything to me. But your mind does go there every now and then when you just, I think you loved a previous version of yourself so much, and you're allowed to miss them.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that you want to change who you are now. It doesn't mean that
Absolutely.
you don't want to be a mom or something. You're allowed to miss that person. You're allowed to miss the relationship you had with your husband before kids. And
children, yeah.
It's fun. I mean, it's like a friend of you, but it doesn't mean that you're not grateful who you are now.
Got you.
Let's just remember that. I love the version of yourself much more now than I did then.
I'm in 100% agreement. If I spend a day with you, what you described earlier, you get up at 4:45.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I get up at 5:45. I like that better. But let's say I spend a day with you. What would surprise me the most?
Sure. You'd probably be surprised at how much I sing in the car.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised already. With music on or just made up?
Oh, with music.
Okay.
100%. And the variety of genres that I would sing to.
Amazing. See?
You know me as mom.
Yeah.
You'd probably be surprised at the person I am at work. I'm super confident in my skills and knowledge at work.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I confidently make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what we need to do most of the time. Obviously, you get things that you doubt.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't think you'd be surprised, but
I just haven't seen the side.
yes.
Got you.
And you'd probably be surprised how much I clean. I clean.
She is
the
so
whole time.
hands-on. She runs, she cleans, she orders her own groceries.
No, let me explain. My life is so chaotic. I cannot live in a chaotic environment.
I can 100%
I
understand.
have to live in a serene, clean environment. Otherwise, I go nuts. 2-3 days ago, I was exhausted. One of the most hectic full days of my life in terms of motherhood and work and everything.
Yeah.
I just put Sofia to bed. It's like 7:45. The kitchen is still a mess from her having eaten there and everything, but I'm exhausted. I'm like so tired.
Yeah.
I clean up that whole kitchen first before I sit down. I physically will not be able to relax because my whole brain is zinging. I have to clean that first and then I can very calmly sit down because then I can calmly go to bed. So yeah, you'll be surprised at how much I clean.
I think you're just describing what an A-type person is.
I'm not A-type.
Yeah, very A-type.
I'm not A-type. I don't have my shit together at all. I'm C-type.
What's C-type?
It's a combo between like
A and B?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I'm gonna look
I
this up.
never know where my wallet is. I never know where my phone is. House is meticulous. My work, my daily schedule is run like that. But there's clothes in Sofia's cupboard that are way too small for her. And I just couldn't have been bothered to move it out yet. Two completely different versions of me
Exist.
coexist.
Amazing. Two things
Together.
can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
Already yoga teacher Chantal Cohen has confirmed this on this podcast. Now, tell 27-year-old you or 27-year-old listener of this podcast, how do you not feel stressed about what you need to do when you reach your early 30s and you want to combine work, family, and your hobbies?
I've never ever had a 5-year plan. I feel it's so unpredictable and scary to look so far ahead. So I always just have like a 1-year plan, meaning that I don't feel it's necessary to stress about something when you're in your 20s about how your life is going to be in your 30s. You
Amen.
evolve so much on a year-to-year like level that you've got no idea the person you're going to be when you are ready to be a mom or have kids or get married or whatever it is.
For sure.
I don't see the point in stressing about something that you've got no control of or no idea what it's going to be like in that phase. I do want to mention that I know that it's very easy to see all the hard parts of being a mom. You'll probably hear everyone saying like, oh my word, I haven't slept, or, you know,
Haven't gone for a run,
or I'm struggling to balance everything in my life, or, you know, it's super hard, all of those things.
Yeah.
And yes, you definitely sleep a little bit less, but that's like minimal part of your motherhood experience. Yes, you have to juggle a lot of things in your life, but you do it happily because all those things you're juggling is bringing you joy on some level.
True.
So it's not like you're juggling, you're not going to, if something's not going to make you happy, you're not going to prioritize it, so it's not going to be part of the juggle. You know, if family and work and your baby and your husband and everything's important to you, you're happily going to juggle them because you want to keep them
You
all.
want to. Exactly.
Exactly.
So it's choice.
Exactly. Yes, it's going to be a little bit harder to get back into training or like balancing it into your schedule, but it's going to be so much more rewarding. And to be completely honest, you come back so much stronger as a mom. I'm a stronger runner now than I was before falling pregnant. And yes, it did take me a lot of time to get back here, but I'm pushing my stroller in half of the runs that I do. I'm doing it at times that is ridiculous to a lot of other people. And my body is physically stronger because I've built like a human out of it. And anatomy in itself is like adapts in such a way that you do get back stronger. So
It's just amazing. This is 8 times.
During this year, I've run 5 key races. 3 of those I ran a personal best, and in another one of those, like, my team came second, and it was like a lot of
That's amazing.
It was a lot of work to get there. But I just want to say that if you're stressed about becoming a mom because it means that you won't be the athlete that you were or the career woman that you were, don't be stressed.
Yeah.
Because it's on a whole different level, and then you have this wonderful little kid that you get to witness growing up.
And you probably were cracked wide open, and you a nicer person, hopefully. A lot of people that I know, I dig much more since they become parents.
You didn't know me before I was a parent, but
I'm not talking about you, that's true, but I'm saying people that I knew before, that suddenly it's almost like something fell into place and they're a lot more at ease with themselves.
100%. A little bit of an example. So I run with Sofia with a pram.
Yeah.
I play ridiculous music out loud, and I don't give 2 shits. Like,
what, like kids' music or your music?
like a combination. I don't know if you have any Afrikaans listeners, but we go through the waterfront and past all the ships, and we listen to Kaptein from Curveballs
I'm sure people...
like
yeah.
at high volumes, because Sofia sees the boats and she wants to listen to that song, and I'm like,
this is what we're going to do.
Let's do it. So I'm more confident in just doing whatever and being who I am. And
this is so good. The recipe for confidence is have a child.
Baby.
If you struggled before, have twins.
Oh my word. I don't know how many people have mentioned twins to me in this past while. Everyone thinks my next baby is going to be twins.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
I know. Oof. I was trying to talk twins into existence. So confidence increases. You don't have to stress about something that will happen in 5 years.
Yeah.
But what I do think is good to take note of is how cool it can be. Like, not just see sleep deprivation, what do I have to give up for, entering a new phase of life, but seeing people like us that just do what we want to do, plus have a child and a family and live life on our own terms.
I think so. I think everyone approaches motherhood and parenthood differently. I think a lot of people do feel like they're giving up certain things, but it's definitely a bit of a mind. And I think a big reason for the way that you think about parenthood and the way that you experience parenthood is with the people around you.
Yes.
We were at a wedding a couple of months ago where Pierre and this guy, neither of them have seen each other since becoming parents.
Yeah.
He is so like, oh my word, this is the worst thing ever. It's so hard. It's like,
wow.
Don't know
so
why
sad.
people have multiple kids, whatever. And Pierre's like, I'm having a fantastic time, But I promise you, in their circles, everything is hard.
Yeah.
Everyone is complaining. Everyone is
victimizing
themselves. Victimize, that's the correct word. Where I am surrounded by moms who enjoy motherhood and they love taking their kids outdoors and everything. And there's a lot of stress around it because there's a lot of opinions as well, where some people feel like you have to sleep train your kid, for example, and other people don't want to, and then they feel one is right and the other is not. Or some people feel like they can't take their kids somewhere because they are afraid of how their kids are going to
public embarrassment.
Yes, exactly, where other people don't mind at all. Where that's a conscious decision that you can make of your kid is a kid.
Yes.
I mean,
you choose
how you're going to feel about a certain scenario. So if you're going to stress about it, you're going to be a stressy mom. If you don't and you kind of like just see the joy and the beauty in it, that's what you're going to experience as well.
100%. And now I can answer the question I asked you earlier for you on your behalf. What do you think? How does burnt benefit from you being a mom? Is probably you're a lot more able to zoom out and say, I'm going to assess, roll with it, deserves my attention, doesn't deserve my attention. Probably more so than before.
Oh, definitely.
Because you don't have the time and you don't want to burden yourself with every last bit, whereas before you had nothing but time for your business. So what it does, I think it sharpens you as a woman in what you want to spend time on, how you want to go about things, and what you want to load your life with.
In a sense, your priorities just become super, super clear. Decision making, in a sense, is easier because does it serve you? Does it make your life better? Does it serve your business? Yes or no?
Yes.
And
that's where you draw the line.
Literally.
Yeah. And then one other area, I think, is friendships, how they can change once you have a child. Doesn't automatically mean it makes you closer. It can also mean drifting apart and finding new people that fill your cup and are aligned with how you want to go about parenting and building your life, like all the things we've spoken about.
Yeah.
I'm asking you something specific in the back of my mind. Maybe you can tell. But I recently walked with our pediatrician, and she pulled out some study from Canada that looked at 5 success factors or contributing factors for a successful life in a young adult and how they grew up. And one of the 5 is the parents of the peers. And I'd never heard of that. Schools was very obvious to me, the right type of nutrition, stimulation, exposure, building confidence, all of those things. But the parents of the peers become such an important pillar because the older your kids get, the more time they spend in other people's houses. And the indirect input or direct input of what you're telling Louis is going to grow exponentially from now on. Until now, it was very confined. Primary caregiver, protected. Think about how crazy that is. You're choosing a school, you're choosing who you hang out with, spend most of your time with. That is going to directly shape how your child turns out. I did not know that.
It's funny. I actually spoke to Carly about this 3 days ago or something.
Really?
Where we spoke about the role of aunts. I can't remember what was happening, but I told her that it is very important for Issy, for example, to hear from me. Remember, mom is currently busy with your little baby brother. This is important. You and she, they're a team. From someone else that she trusts, that is in her day-to-day life, that is one of her best friends' mom, to have a different version of context coming into her life and maybe understanding a little bit, okay, mom is not just someone who serves me, but she's also important in Ollie's life, and she's also a wife, and and that's the type of thing you learn from
somebody else.
From somebody else, because Carly's not necessarily going to say, Issy, remember that, but or maybe she will say that, and maybe it doesn't land because sometimes you just don't listen to your mom because she's your mom.
You literally need to hear it from someone else.
You literally need to hear it from someone else. And I completely agree with you. And there are so many people in my life that have shaped me in other ways as well, where just out of either example or things that they do or whatever has impacted me 100%. I agree with you on that.
I think it's very cool to think about.
It's actually a big responsibility as the parent of a friend as well.
Very. That's what I mean. And that's the moment I heard that and learned that, I thought, this is what village actually means. Because we always think you cook for somebody and bring them the food once they had a baby. But that's like quite short, the impact, like, of course it's amazing. And please, everybody bring me homemade date balls and whatever you have in mind. But that's not what shapes the kid long term. But spending time with families where the values align and you'd be comfortable to give your child into the care because you know that the input that they receive is sound.
And say, for example, I drop Sofia at yours. She will see a healthy relationship between you and Vinny and you and Louis. And that's like a good example for her. Say, for example, you had a rocky relationship. I drop her at yours and she sees two people fighting or being mean to one another or like screaming or something. That in her mind, she doesn't necessarily know that it's right or wrong, but it's another version that's creeping into her reality that is not something that, you know, maybe was our choice or way of doing. It's actually crazy.
It's very deep. I know people always say it's not that deep. And a lot of motherhood stuff you can wing, but I think there's some things that you need to be clear on that are non-negotiables, you know?
Definitely.
What you eat, who you're hanging out with, your inputs.
Yeah.
And
so
then
like things that ultimately shape you as a human being.
And then the rest becomes easy because you made those hard choices.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Look at us.
Yeah, not just surviving, but thriving, right?
We are. I think that a lot of future and current moms can take something for themselves in their own life because of the way you are operating, at what level you operate, how humble you are about all of it. The example that I see almost every day in your daughter, that is the thing you can be most proud of out of everything in your life. The ambition, the fire that you have for what you've built and how you continue to build it. Off to Amsterdam tomorrow, the day after, when just to do cool things and believing in a vision and not giving up on how you want your life to look. And I find that's a huge draw from just person to person, but also mother to mother, for me wanting to spend time with you as much as I can.
I told Pierre the other day where it's very often that people come to me and say, you guys are doing amazing, your brand is doing so well, or I see you guys everywhere, but it's very rarely that someone comes to me saying, you know, you're doing a great job, or you know, I just want to say that I see this and this and this from you, and you know, like congratulations, or you're doing a great job, or whatever. So it is really nice to hear, you know, because I do get thrown into
you guys.
In the business things, which don't get me wrong, I'm ridiculously proud of what we've done, and I'm not running this business by myself. It is a massive, massive team effort. But I do work incredibly hard, and I have made my life a little bit more tricky by making conscious decisions, like, for example, not getting permanent help. But it is a choice that I made, and I would rather operate on that level and make sacrifices on other places than sacrificing time with my daughter and my husband. It's a big juggle. We spoke about juggling earlier. It's definitely not a balancing act. It's a juggle 100%. But it's one that I'd happily do. And I know for a fact that I'm going to look back at these years of my life very fondly one day. Even though last night, 2:00 in the morning, I was like on the verge of tears, like, why is my daughter not sleeping right now?
Oh, yes.
Like, why is she not sleeping? I don't know why. I'm tired, but I'm not going to remember that one day. I'm going to remember the fact that she jumped onto me this morning saying, "So lief vir jou, mama." And I mean, she's best. That's the best thing in my entire life.
Literally.
Like, that's all I want.